be a potential heir here. So this is putting it all together.
Stephanie, yeah, you're not, well, you're doing a good job of attempting to. We actually on the screen, if you guys would put that back up again, we have a family tree. Is that just on that particular side of the family? If you guys could please put that up again. Yeah. Oh, Dwayne, that's the Dwayne Nelson side. Okay, got it.
So this is the part that we need to see. So Dwayne Nelson, who's a half-brother, this is another son of Prince's dad. So this is another son of Prince's dad, Dwayne Nelson. He had Brianna and Dwayne Jr. But now keep in mind, both Dwaynes have already passed away. Both have already passed away. Dwayne Jr. then had VN. She is still alive. This would be the grandniece we're talking about of Prince, and this is who this potential heir is.
And the DNA testing, the potential heirs that want to test DNA, now it's on them, right?
Right, and here's the thing. Remember, the court had already said, we are going to need to save some of the blood from Prince Rogers Nelson. Keep that blood aside because we may need to do DNA testing. The court has already granted the administrator of the trust, Brimmer, to do this. Now what they're saying is that, listen, Brimmer Trust may decide that we need to do more DNA testing here to find out if you truly are an heir, and if so, we will tell you that we need you to do that testing, and you're going to have to pay for it. That's probably a way to try to keep some of the people who are making claims out of the fray if they really don't have a true claim. But this is their way of trying to find out for sure whether or not they really are related to Prince.
Thank you, Stephanie. Joining me by phone is Andrew Stoltmann. He is an attorney for one of the possible Prince heirs. This is potentially the singer's niece and grandniece. Andrew, thank you for joining us.
Anytime.
So tell us about these two ladies. My understanding is the grandniece is a minor.
That's correct. She's 11 years old.
And their claim is, as Stephanie had described it?
I think Stephanie actually did a really good job of describing it. Yes, Brianna Nelson is a niece of Prince, and VN is a grandniece, and we're representing both. And under Minnesota law, they are heirs along with the other half brothers and half sisters, or at least their estates, to Prince's fortune.
And what's the issue when it comes to whether the deceased half brother Dwayne Nelson was actually related to Prince? Is there some question there?
Apparently, I mean, there may be. I mean, at least one or two published reports have come out claiming that Dwayne Nelson was a stepbrother and not a half-brother. Now, that doesn't make a huge difference under the law, but that being said, I mean, there's no question that Dwayne Nelson was a half-brother. They shared the same dad, so they are very clearly blood relatives.
And do you know anything, Andrew, about the potential offspring? Are those legitimate claims? Are those going to neutralize everyone else's?
No. They're in Minnesota under the intestate law. It's very clear as to who heirs are and who heirs aren't. And the first level are the children of the deceased. If there are no children, then it becomes the parents. If the parents are deceased, then it becomes brothers, sisters, nieces, nephews, and grandnieces and nephews. So I realize there are a lot of people, literally hundreds, coming forward claiming to be heirs, but there is tried and true case law as to who is or is not an heir, and that will all play out in court.
Thank you, Andrew.